to the next session of Angular training. In this session, I am going to give the introduction to Angular. During this session, I am going to talk about what is Angular. Should I call it as Angular JS or Angular? History and version releases, and why Angular is important. So let's begin our journey. It is very interesting to understand how Angular evolved and gained popularity right from its first version. So let's understand what is AngularJS first. On a very technical note, AngularJS is a JavaScript framework which is developed by Google. You heard it right. I said AngularJS. Initially, when launched in 2009, the framework was named as AngularJS. In its early release, AngularJS gained a lot of popularity because of its ability to develop the single-page web application. This obviously made the applications faster in performance. But while giving this flexibility, AngularJS failed in terms of its size as compared to the other existing libraries in the industry. AngularJS library was huge in size, because of which maintaining such library was troublesome. This was version 1.x. This created the need for complete revamp of the framework. Google took up this project and launched version 2 around 2016 with lot of new features and new libraries. From this version onwards, AngularJS was termed as Angular. Angular uses HTML and TypeScript to build the applications. The table on the screen will give you the insights of different version and the updates in the version in the journey of Angular. Of course, we will not be covering version 1.x as the support of the same is not available now. The first modified version, that is Angular 2, was released in September 2016. Instead of releasing version 3, Angular released version 4.x. This happened because of some confusions in the router package. This version was kept compatible with 2.0. In November 2017, Angular 5 was released. One of the important features of Angular 5 was the progressive app development. On May 2018, Angular 6 was released with some additional features like Angular Material Starter Project. Angular 7 was released in October 2018 with updates in application performance and Angular Material, etc. In May 2019, Angular 8 was released. This version requires TypeScript 3.4. One of the important features of this version was introduction of IB compiler, which was optional. And in February 2020, Angular 9 was released. With this version, all the Angular applications will use IB compiler or runtime by default, and the Angular has been updated to work with TypeScript 3.6 and 3.7. Now with all these version releases at such a rapid speed, you as a learner could be in a dilemma as to which version should I learn or which is a version which is currently having a long-term support. Well, the good thing is that all these versions are backward compatible. As you can see, though the Google is updating the version on every 6 months, there is not much of the difference in the new concepts which is launched by Angular. So you need not to learn the entire version again. As most of the architecture is going to remain same, you need to only focus on the new features that are introduced in that version. Following the same path, we will be learning Angular 9 during our course and we will be taking updates in the upcoming versions. So, with all this background, let's now understand why Angular is important in the industry. We just had discussed that Angular is a framework which is used to build the client-side applications. The applications built by Angular are single-page web application. This is really a turnaround from traditional web application development approach. Traditionally, the application resides on the server, and for every request, the client needs to communicate with the server to get the response. Every new response is rendered in the new page for the client. On the other hand, the single page application communicates with the browser and does not require the page reloading for subsequent request and response. Such a single page applications are better in performance as the resources are loaded once when the application is loaded. As the response is not rendered on the new page, there is no need to write the code to render the updates. As the client communicates with the browser, it is very easy to debug the applications with the browser like Chrome. One of the important advantage of using Angular is it uses TypeScript, which is based on JavaScript. Of course, there are some other JavaScript frameworks available in industry like React, but Angular provides few advantages over these frameworks. Angular is a full-fledged MVC framework, while React is only a library of UX component. In React, you need to use the other components to use as a model and controller inside the application. Another important point of consideration is Angular is supported by Google, so it is going to be there for long time. Angular uses declarative UI. The flow is completely taken care internally by Angular. The components and models present with the Angular are independent of each other, because of which the unit testing becomes much easier. So this is the introduction of Angular. In our next session, we are going to set up the environment to write, build and deploy Angular.